Time to go from the stretch with Jason DeCanio. What's going on, my friend? How are you?
Good morning, troops. And it's June 11th, 2024, the second
Yep.
week. The summer is here, and I am happy to announce I am 40 and a half pounds down.
That's wonderful.
Yes, sir.
40
That
pounds
is
down
wonderful.
in 28 weeks. And I jumped
Let's
on the
go,
scale.
baby.
I
Let's
jumped on
go,
the scale
baby.
yesterday, and I saw 5.5 pounds down, and I'm like, oh my God. What a
Doesn't
way
it-
to go. How I can't
Doesn't
explain
it? Doesn't it make it? Isn't it fun though?
It feels great. I
That-
look great. I'm telling you, my face looks like it's just shrinking.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Imagine. I felt the same way when I came out of the hospital after my cancer surgery.
Mhm.
To find out the first number of my weight is no longer a 3.
It's a 2.
It's a 2.
And mine is now a 2. I'm at 293 and a half for the first time in almost, I would say, 5 years. I'm under 300 pounds. It's great.
Hell yeah, brother.
I still have to get some of my weight down because I've been in a wheelchair for the past 6 months and healing from a toe amputation, but doggone it, my first number is a 2 as far as my weight goes, and I love every single moment of it, man.
You know, you could be confined to anything and it wouldn't matter. You still can belt out the voice. The voice never dies, my friend. So just keep on belting. Doesn't matter.
Why do you think we hear day in and day out, brother?
That's right. I'm the same way too. And I'll say, and by the way, I'd like to say that I hope you tried your Pepto and Crown last week because because I know we got a laugh out of everybody. That was one of the best lines in the entire play of that half hour. I listened to it.
Yes, it was.
Like I got a
Listen, the Pepto and Crown stays.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I'm going to make a graphic out of that. The Pepto and Crown stays.
That's
Next
right.
thing you know, that's going to turn into a T-shirt.
Speaking of Pepto,
great for the store, that's right, for your merchandise.
Speaking of Pepto and Crown, when I met with Jason this weekend, he said, "You gotta let me have the floor with the Pepto and Crown with what I'm going to talk about." And my next question to him was it Mets? Is it Mets related? And he dropped his head. And I said, "Yeah, it's Mets related." So
Mets related.
Let's go all the way there, dude. I mean, I know, and this is with a clear admission. I know my White Sox stink right now.
Yeah.
Okay. I know they stink, but in a couple of years, they're going to get their act together.
Oh yeah.
All right. They will bounce back. I would like to say that about the New York Mets, but I'm seeing nothing to fulfill that prophecy. What the hell is going on, man?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say we split the series in London, but first of all, with the Mets record, why the hell were they even in London? They're not worthy to be in London. The Phillies, yes. The Phillies, yes.
Phillies have the best record Phillies have the best record in baseball.
So do the Yankees. And it should have been a Phillies-Yankees London matchup.
Which is a World Series, which is going to be a World Series preview, by the way.
Exactly. And this is what I say to anyone out there, that the new rule should be, if you have the best record in any sport, East, West, National, North, West, or South, then you can go out and beyond. But if you got a record like the Mets, you don't deserve it.
And that's where the Jets, and to make an analogy,
I don't like that. And why would they put the Jets out there in London and during football season? The Jets.
Why would they put the Jacksonville Jaguars out there in London?
Really? Come on. You're sending goofy teams out there. Send the Kansas City Chiefs, send the 49ers. You got your weekend. And you got it with everybody happy because you know what's going to happen. We said last week, 49ers and the Chiefs. But
goofy teams, insert New England Patriots here.
Yeah, this would make the teams like the Mets work even harder to try to get the best record in baseball to go to London. Privilege. But this was all just another one of those things. And we were lucky to take 1 out of 2 games. But look, we took a road game, another road game. Dude, we're even haunted in Citi Field when we go away from Citi Field, like in London, and put on the Mets home uniforms. It stinks. Pinstripes. plague us.
Better off wearing the black or the blue most of the time now from here on out.
Yeah, but as long as we got that Mets logo on it instead of New York, we lose. Have you noticed? Our road record is better than our home record.
Yep.
I'm looking at this and breaking it down, and even the very critics out there, even the very professionals say they can't win at Citi Field. There is something about Citi Field that haunts these New York Mets. Can you agree with that?
I agree with that. Totally.
I think so. Yeah. And I think maybe they need to bring back Shea Stadium.
Man, Shea Stadium was a cathedral.
I know.
Shea Stadium was a cathedral.
Yeah.
All right.
Joe played his last concert, and sure enough, he rocked the house. And
he sure did.
I'm telling you, and things will never be the same after that. That building will always be in heaven.
Mm-hmm.
We'll always have pictures, but it's just never going to be the same.
Y'all got some MIB weirdness levels going on over at Citi Field. Y'all might want to get Will Smith on this one.
Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones and anybody else who's got, I don't like Will Smith. I'd rather have Chris Rock. Demote Will Smith and give me Chris Rock anytime. I'm telling you.
Hell, I'll play that role. Okay.
That's right. There you go. Snowman.
I'll get stronger and play that role.
That's right. You two guys can play the roles of the characters there. That'd be fantastic,
Yeah, it would be.
But that's my bone to pick is like, if you don't have a really good record, what are you doing in London? How dare you go there and represent our worthy
and stink up the world and stink up the place even worse?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to send, you could have sent the White Sox and they probably would have done really good. Give them a break. Chicago,
Oh yeah, I totally agree. At least the White Sox would have put up a fight.
That's right. The Mets didn't even
show up. At least the White Sox would have put up a fight.
Yeah, that's for sure. And I also like to bring up the fact that, and we didn't bring this up last week, but that Padres infielder Tucapito Marcano now is banned for life from gambling. Okay, we have a Pete Rose wannabe. Oh my. Yeah.
Well, let's clarify. Pete Rose was nailed for gambling as a manager. This is the first time a player's gone down since the 40s.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But
I'll say it again. Yeah. I'll say it again. You big dummy.
This is the second player. Dummy. This is the second player in how many months in pro sports to get nailed for gambling?
I know.
In 4 months.
And there's another article out there that says
second player in 4 months.
Yeah. Now everybody's kind of like on the edge. Am I going to be the next one? Who's next, right? It's like a conspiracy going on again. Here we go with I'm the man with conspiracies all over the place here, but we've got to set the record straight. They gotta, MLB, the commissioner, he's got to do something about it. Keep everybody in line, and
absolutely.
Ohtani, I mean, even though he was not guilty.
You know what? Ohtani is I changed my mind. Ohtani was a part of that incident.
He was, but he wasn't found guilty of the actual crime.
But he still had 2 hands in the pie.
Yep.
I said it. He had 2 big old hands in that pie. Period. He had 2 big hands in it. He had 2 big hands in that pie, and his friend took the fall. His friend took the fall for $4 million. $4 million. And you notice, you notice. I'll give y'all a conspiracy theory of how Ohtani was into this. Why did it happen the moment he signed with the Los Angeles Dodgers? Riddle me that.
Just one of those things that's going to make a big news story. That's that's the way it goes. That's the
when
way
it comes out that Ohtani is guiltier than LeBron wrecking a team. I'm going to laugh my head off. I'm going to laugh my head off.
You might want to take some Crown and Pepto for that one there, Brian, because
look,
it's going to be a long
I inadvertently took Crown and Pepto in 2010 when LeBron had his quote unquote decision. The Crown and Pepto it wasn't Crown, unfortunately. It came in the form of a cherry Coke and Pepto when I was sitting in the doggone booth trying to do a baseball game, and everybody was focused on that blank doggone decision. No, thank you.
Right.
And after LeBron made this decision, my buddy Rich, who was there with me, we get word of where he decided to go. I look at Richard Morgan, he looks at me, and we both go, well, he made his decision. That's 3 hours we won't get back.
Yeah.
It's like, and I hate making this joke with Jason and Toe, but I gotta make it. It's like watching either a Mets or a White Sox game lately. That's 3 hours I won't get back. And I won't get the 3 hours. And I won't get the 3 hours back last night. I tuned into the White Sox radio network only to listen to Cal Raleigh walk us off with a slam. Doggone it.
I'd rather get the 20 years back before LeBron entered the league.
Man. Well, just imagine if the NBA, listen, fellas, just imagine if David Stern had the balls to tell LeBron, you ain't coming into my league because I don't think you're ready. You know how much better the NBA would be?
There would be no comparisons between him and Jordan. No comparison.
There should be.
And there still is no comparison.
Thank you. There should be no comparisons anyway between LeBron and MJ. LeBron sucks and MJ's the king, period.
That's right.
We put that to look, rational fans have put that to rest long ago. What the hell are you comparing LeBron to MJ for?
But like LeBron, he's always got to continue to think, I'm the man. I got it. Hey, yeah. But
look at
who's backing you up.
He said that after 2016, the comeback of the Cleveland Cadavers versus the Golden State Warriors, and everybody's celebrating LeBron for making the greatest comeback. Man, get out of here with that. LeBron got a stimulus package the size of 2 Hummers. Two big ass the H2 Hummers. Two of them. That's how big that stimulus package was.
I was thinking more like 2 H1s, to be honest with you. The one that Schwarzenegger has.
Man, LeBron got a stimulus package bigger than the San Diego Chargers.
Oh, wow. Is that their payroll combined too?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, jeez. Well,
Jason DeCanio here with us, and we're just having fun this Tuesday morning. Glad to have y'all with us in the region, across the nation, and around the world. This is Snowman in the Morning, the best morning sports talk show on the planet. And we're just having fun here, making all kinds of comparisons and things like that. You know how big? Okay, let me go all the way there. And Shane, you're gonna love me for this one. You know how big that stimulus package LeBron got in 2016 was? Shane, you remember I used to live in LaPorte, Indiana, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was bigger than LaPorte twice over.
Wow.
The entire county of LaPorte County still couldn't equal the stimulus package LeBron got in 2016. And we all know it was a stimulus package. And we all know it was a conspiracy, because why is LeBron allowed to rat to the league and complain to the league and, oh God, Jody, forgive me, bitch and whine and moan to the league about something that happened mid-game? If the referees didn't see a problem, shut up. Please.
Oh,
he's got to prove his point, though. That's the thing. He's got to make his case. He's got to go out there.
He doesn't have a doggone case.
He's
never had a doggone case.
I know. That's why it's all drama.
Listen. Yep. Everybody wants to call me a conspiracy theorist, right? When I have facts supporting me. I want y'all to go back to 2011. Chicago Bulls, Miami Heat, Eastern Conference Finals. The Bulls had the number 1 overall seed, so they had home court advantage. The Bulls beat the ever-loving daylights out of Miami, 104-83 in game 1. All right? Game 2 shows up. We're up 7 at the end of the first quarter, and Shane and I talked about this briefly in the opening segment. Bulls up 7 at the end of 1, especially after Luol Deng hits a monster shot from 3/4 court. Bang! Down the well it goes. Thank you, Neil Funk, for that. And I had a chance to meet the legendary Neil Funk. Then the whistles came out for every game after that. Game 2, somehow Miami wipes out a 7-point lead, wins that one. Game 3 in Miami, Derrick Rose crunches one over a 6'10 guy, and I can't remember his name, but somehow Miami won that. Game 4, same thing. And then came game 5 in Chicago. The Bulls had a 13-point lead. 13. Then the whistle started again. We lose game 3, 96-85 after holding a lead in that game. Lose game 4, 101-93. And then miraculously, the Heat come back and beat the Bulls in game 5, 83-80. You can't tell me the referees were not in tow and involved in the Royal Chicago Bulls screw job. Joel Anthony is the fellow I was thinking of that Derrick Rose dunked over. Man, get out of here with that.
Just goes to show you how the refs are just calling every little touch and poke and prong in the playoffs, and they let them play in the regular season. Let them play in the playoffs. I guarantee you. You ever notice how the game is so slowed down in the playoffs?
Yep.
I can't tell you how many times they milk that 24-second clock. The crowd's going defense. Come on.
It ain't the same. It ain't the same anymore.
Always has those finals, and I tell you, they're nerve-wracking, they're heart-pounding. Yes, and that's the dramatic.
You know what? And people are gonna hate my next statement for this. Okay. But I'm old school.
Yeah.
I grew up with the NBA on CBS.
So did I.
And the NBA on NBC took it over. Loved the NBA on both of those networks.
Mm-hmm.
Since ABC and ESPN, those evil 4 letters, took the contract over, the main part of the broadcast contract over, I'll say it honestly, the coverage has royally and emphatically sucked.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Matter of fact, let me put it this way, and thank you, Cole Johnson, for this little bit. Here's how I describe the coverage on ABC and ESPN since they took the contract over, beginning with the 2002-2003 season. It goes like this.
Trays.
Find the lie.
Again, not wrong.
Yeah.
Find the lie.
Have you ever noticed those on ABC? Those games are so like darn close. Never ever do you ever see a blowout. You always see like 86, 83, 85, 82.
Mm-hmm.
Never. I've watched those games, and the ABC games are always so darn close.
ABC needs to be its own. ABC Sports needs to be its own entity again.
Yes.
Like it was in the 90s.
Like it was in the early 2000s, because
wide world of sports again. That's what they need to bring back.
That's what they need to bring back.
Yes.
That's what they need to be its own entity again, because when ABC did college football, it was done right.
Yep.
It was done right.
Brent Musburger.
Yep. Then come 2000 and later, the worst kept secret came out that they were in bed with ESPN.
No.
Right?
99, 2000, because
99.
I remember a lot of the NASCAR coverage that ABC had, and they were always promoting ESPN.go.com. So
yep. Yeah. And you know what else needs to return to ABC? 3 words, gentlemen. Monday Night Football.
Yes.
Monday Night Football needs to go back to ABC. And ABC, again, needs to be its own entity, because the last time ABC was its own entity was 2005, when Texas beat the ever-loving snot out of Colorado in the Big 12 championship.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And ABC had its own graphics. They had its own box. And they were getting with the times. Then ESPN took over, and it pissed me off ever since.
And getting back to baseball for a minute there, we should bring back this week. We should bring back TWIB this week in baseball. We need to bring back. I mean, we missed the late great Mel Allen, but I'll tell you, maybe we
I'll
can
voice, man. You know what?
I could host it too. We could trade it.
You know what? We should create a show like that. I'm putting it out there. We should do a weekly baseball show with you and I, Jason. Shane, come along for the ride.
I'm in.
In reference, you know what else needs to come back? Monday Night Baseball, damn it!
Get that disco ball going, baby.
Yep.
The greatest teams of all, the 70s and 80s sports teams. That's it. ABC, Monday night baseball. Tuesday night baseball.
Yes.
Anybody remember the late great Keith Jackson doing baseball games?
I don't remember Keith Jackson, but I do remember that theme. So I was in diapers at the time.
Keith Jackson used to do ABC baseball. And of course, he did college football on ABC, and it was just all of that and then some. But if I had to pick a favorite theme for baseball, it's a toss-up between what you just heard and this one. This is Saturday afternoon baseball on NBC.
NBC had some very good game of the week baseball.
Yeah, they did.
I will honestly say
I love this theme right here.
It was on a Saturday, and you didn't know who was playing. Most of the time, it was the Reds and the Cardinals.
Anything involving the Cardinals.
Yeah, but it was an all-red baseball game.
Yes.
Cardinals, red helmets, red uniforms. You knew who was playing.
And if the Cardinals were on the road, they wore those sky blue uniforms. I love it.
Phillies was the same way, too.
Yep.
With their sky blue.
Sky blue. You know who needs to come back with their sky blue uniforms? You know where I'm going? The Montreal Expos.
Yes.
We need to bring the Montreal Expos back.
Canada needs at least one more team with Toronto Blue Jays. They need Montreal, or bring back.
I mean, you got the Blue Jays playing in the Sky Dome, aka the Rogers Center.
Right.
Build a stadium in Montreal and bring back the Expos. Bring back the Expos.
Now the what do you call it? The theme song to TWIB is called Gathering Crowds, and it's out there for everybody to listen to. We use it all the time. I use it. It's a great little theme. And if you cut it just enough, will get
Does it sound like this?
No, that's the jackpot theme for
that's the opening.
That's the opening.
I think this is what you're looking for.
That's Gathering Crowds. Yes, sir.
That takes me back.
That is Mel Allen in its true form, folks. You heard it right here on Snowman in the Morning.
Let me do all right. My tribute to Mel Allen. That's all for now, folks. See you next week on This Week in Baseball.
Yes. TWIB. Everybody
like that.
If you didn't know what TWIB was, you were pretty much not a baseball fan.
Pretty much.
This Week in I was introduced to This Week in Baseball by my dad.
Came out in 1977, actually. I was shocked that it came out I didn't know it came out. I thought it came out earlier than 77. I thought it was 74, but it was 77.
Yeah, it was 77 when it premiered. And
solid,
Mel Allen. Yeah. God, Mel Allen used to take us on a half-hour trip through the league.
Yep. And they would highlight almost every team of a specific player or a team or something that you would never thought. It wasn't It wasn't the guys belting out 40 home runs and all those. These guys were doing something crazy on the field. I don't know.
Yep.
Like
it was
stolen bases.
Yeah.
Because one year I watched in '83 when the White Sox were winning the American League West Division, Rudy Law was highlighted. Not Greg Lazinski or Ron Kittle, who are home run hitters, not even Harold Baines, a Hall of Famer. It was Rudy Law they were highlighting. They had one where they did highlight Harold Baines, where he won the longest major league game in history in 25 innings with a walk-off home run. I used to close my morning show with this.
Used to feel like a conductor, you know?
And that's how we're going to close this. Jason DeCanio joining us here as we take you with a stroll down memory lane, talking baseball. And folks, watching the next couple of weeks, we're going to put a weekly baseball show together, Twib style, and y'all are going to love it. Jason, thank you very much, my friend, for joining. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Have a great week. We'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.
How fun was that?